Hi everyone, and welcome back to TS Talk Sport. Hope you're doing good. Now in this one, just talking about Nicola Pepe, obviously was the main talking point after the 0-0 draw against Leeds after, he headbutt Alioski and, got himself sent off. Even in my review, I called it a howler because it was a howler, Players clearly wound him up and, did something silly. Got himself sent off. Probably part of it is the frustration due to the lack of playing time he's got. It was unacceptable. He's come out and put a statement out in regards to that, which the club have reposted. Obviously, both Arsenal and Leeds are looking into, some abuse both him and Alioski have received online following that game, especially for Pepe. I saw one thing where it was like literally, I went on Twitter after I saw it, it's literally saying that if you put in Pepe and the N-word next to his name, the amount of tweets, that was just disgraceful. And, the word itself is bad enough. And, I see a lot of black people that were calling him that word, and that made me even more sicker, This isn't me going on about race in this here, but, when something happens to people of that's black within communities and stuff, you have people that, all say, oh, this is injustice and whatnot. And, it is, don't get me wrong, but then you have the same people calling my man the N-word, which is disgusting. And, he doesn't deserve that. He made an error. Yes, he did. But the main topic on which I'm speaking about here is, is he done at Arsenal? Now, to be honest with you, if he doesn't start the game against Mulder, which I probably don't think he will, sadly, then I do kind of think he's done. When he was signed, it's quite clear that, Emery himself wanted Zaha, didn't get him, got Zaha, got Pepe, which is a player we clearly overpaid on. That's not Pepe's fault, but, we overpaid on him, and, allegedly Raul Sanllehi had some, dodgy dealings in regard to that, and that's why he's no longer at the club. But, Emery didn't really rate him. Freddie in the interim didn't really rate him. Arteta, when he first started, had Nelson playing ahead of him. He still hasn't really shown that he rates him that much. So, yeah, the way he spoke after the game in the press conference, you could see he was pissed. Truth be told, he didn't give him the level of defence, which he did when, David Luiz was doing up Sideshow Bob against Man City, when we had played that first game after the restart. So, for a manager that hasn't really given him much minutes, obviously would have been annoyed after the interview during the international break, talking about he wants more minutes, and then he goes ahead and does that. And the fact he didn't back him up after the game, to say, oh, he didn't say nothing like, oh, it's not good, but, we'll deal with this internally. It's the fact he was just like, oh, yeah, it's unacceptable. Like, didn't make not one level of defence for him. So, sadly, I do think he's done at the club. And, even for Pepe himself, it's a shame because, I definitely see a player in there. Of recent, I've even said maybe he's a player that, if Arteta was going to stick with playing Aubameyang on the left-hand side, I'd rather see him play through the middle before the likes of a Lacazette or an Eddie at the moment. But yeah, I feel like he's got between now and January to kind of see what the plan is for him. And, if he's not going to get relevant amount of games, maybe he's got to look at a loan to the end of the season or a transfer out of there. Obviously, no team's going to pay anywhere near the 72 million for him anytime soon. He'd be lucky to even get a 25 for him at the moment. So, maybe he's got to go on loan back to Lille or somewhere between January and the summer. Who knows? Maybe Arteta's to turn it around for him, but at present it don't really look too great for Pepe, and that's a shame because I definitely feel he's a top quality player and he can provide that bit of magic when things ain't going our way. But that's my thoughts on it. I'd be grateful to get your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you haven't already done so, hit the subscribe button now, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.